Good morning, Wham! How you doing? Chapter 5, John Smith. All right, John Smith was one bad man. I mean, he was a superhero, kind of action hero guy. It's amazing what he was able to accomplish in his life. So unlike the Pocahontas movie, he's not blonde-haired, he's not tall. He was a short, red-haired, bearded man. But he was tough. Wouldn't want to mess with him. All right. Say hi, Connor.
Hello.
You sound really excited. All right. There you go. All right. Let's learn about John Smith.
Okay.
Chapter 5. John Smith. The Jamestown colony might not have survived without Captain John Smith. He was a tough, no-nonsense man who worked hard and expected everyone else to do the same. Some people admired him, others hated him. Pocahontas admired him and saved his life twice. She was a bright-eyed Indian princess who was about 12 years old when the settlers first came to Virginia. The pale-skinned men and their strange ways intrigued her, and she came to visit them often. Sometimes she just turned cartwheels in the middle of the Jamestown settlement. Sometimes she just brought food. It was John Smith who seemed to interest her most. In him she recognized a person whose intelligence and curiosity matched her own. Like her father, the great Powhatan, Smith seemed fearless. Many of the settlers hated Smith, but they recognized that he was a leader. When he went back to England, even his enemies missed him. They said he was a braggart and that he couldn't possibly have done all the things he had said he'd done. He might have exaggerated a bit, but he really did do those things, like selling his school books and running away to sea, or going off to Hungary to fight the Turks. There one bloody afternoon, Smith beheaded 3 Turks. A grateful Hungarian prince granted him a coat of arms with 3 Turks' heads emblazoned on it. He wasn't a Hungarian hero for long. He was captured and sent as a slave to Constantinople, where a Turkish woman bought him. But her relatives didn't think much of him, and he was sold again. This time he killed his master, escaped, got thrown into the Mediterranean Sea, wandered through Russia, Poland, and Germany doing heroic things, and ended up in North Africa fighting pirates. Naturally, someone who liked adventure the way John Smith did, would be attracted to the adventure of a new world. Besides, like Sir Walter Raleigh, he had an idea that America could someday be an English land. He understood that there was more to be gained in the New World than gold. He realized there were great opportunities for men and women with energy and courage. John Smith was 28 when he took over the leadership of the Jamestown colony, and things were in a bad way. This was his motto: "If any would not work, neither should he eat." There were some grumblers, but everyone wanted to eat, so everyone worked. Smith went and got food from the Indians. He learned their language and he learned their ways. They hunted and fished. He had been a soldier and he was tough, but he was also fair and honest. The Powhatans soon understood that. They respected him and he respected them. They called him Werowance, or Chief of Jamestown. That was what he was. The Native Americans seemed undecided about how to act toward these strangers on their land. What would you have done if you were a Powhatan? How would you have treated the English leader, John Smith? He had goods they wanted, axes and shovels and blankets, so they traded with him. He was a natural trader. He took his English goods to their villages and he came back to Jamestown with boatloads of corn. They told him of the prediction that men from the east would destroy their villages. He told them he came in peace. Still, the Indians couldn't seem to make up their minds. Sometimes they entertained Smith with dances and feasting. Other times they tried to kill him. Once he was brought before an Indian werowance and he expected to die. He pulled out his compass, showed him how it worked, talked about the heavens and the earth, and soon had a tribe of friends. Another time he was taken to the great Powhatan, who seemed to have several Indian warriors ready to beat his brains out. But Pocahontas, who was the Powhatan's favorite daughter, came to his rescue. She put her head on Smith, and Powhatan let him live. Was it a prearranged ceremony, or did Pocahontas actually save his life? No one knows for sure. But the Indians ended up adopting Smith into their tribe and making him an honorary chief. Now he was a member of Pocahontas' family. When some other Indians tried to ambush Smith, Pocahontas warned him of the trap. Cats are supposed to have 9 lives. John Smith had even more. While exploring the Chesapeake Bay, he was stung by a deadly stingray. It was in such agony that he had his grave dug. He recovered and ate the stingray. Come here, that's one tough dude. A stingray has killed some famous people. Stingrays usually kill people. So he almost died, survived, and then ate the stingray. Oof, tough guy. Okay.
Yeah, I would be scared to even touch it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
To eat it.
The place where this happened, near the mouth of the Rappahannock River in Virginia, is now called Stingray Point. John Smith was asleep in his boat when some gunpowder exploded. It tore the flesh from his body and thighs 9 to 10 inches square. To quench the tormenting fire, frying him in his clothes, he leaped overboard in the deep river, where he was near drowned. Smith was so badly wounded that he had to return to England. Pocahontas was told he was dead. John Smith never got back to Virginia, but he did get to New England, which he named, and he mapped its coast as he had mapped much of Virginia. He wrote many books and became famous because of them. "I'm no compiler by hearsay, but I've been a real actor," he said. And so he was. We still read his books today because they are so interesting. They even have a Disney movie of them. All right. Say goodnight, Connor.
Good night, Connor.
Ah.